Hey guys, welcome back to the Drive for History. We're here at Wheels Through Time special day. Today we're showing you guys Dale's very first motorcycle, the bike that started it all, 1957 Harley-Davidson chopper trike. Check this thing out. Now this machine is literally the bike that started Dale's love affair with Harley-Davidson. 1957, 45 cubic inch Harley-Davidson Survey car, all chopped out and built as a 1960s custom. Now, the Harley-Davidson 45 exhibit here at the museum, one of the only exhibits that we've got a machine representing every year of production, at least in the two-wheel form. Harley-Davidson 45s in two-wheel form, built from 1929 to 1952 in various configurations. And here at the museum, one from every year, most of which are in original paint. 1929, 1930, 31, 32, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The machines here at the museum, great cross-section of properly restored motorcycles mixed with surviving original machines, really right out of the barn or right off the road. So Harley-Davidson 45, 750 cc's, 3-speed transmissions. They actually produced the 45 in Survey car form up through 1973. They even built a few of them in 1974. Now, the machines here at the museum get ridden regularly, and the 45 really is kind of one of Harley-Davidson's most reliable machines ever produced. And really, as far as I know it, I believe it's one of the longest running motors in the history of internal combustion. So actually is surpassed by another Harley-Davidson engine, the Sportster, that started in 1957, and they're still producing Sportsters through today. A couple of my favorite 45s here at the museum, the 36 model RLD, high performance, original paint, 1936 model. That was the last model of the RL. This one's set up in Croydon blue, or excuse me, Venetian blue and Croydon cream, and it's got all of the rare accessories on it. So ride control, Rhino seat, Rhino saddlebags, ultra rare stuff. Another one of my favorites, this 1939 Harley-Davidson WL. Super rare bike, completely original, and it's in a rare option color, police silver with black. So typical 1939 paint scheme. There's even some remnants of the original decal. Now this bike's reading 9,530 miles on the odometer, so virtually a brand new bike, barely broken in if you ask me. And one of the bikes here at the museum, it's one of our favorites, accessory nation built grips, a little bit of chrome sprinkled throughout. And again, guys, the ultra rare, these seat and saddlebag combo, there's only a handful of these here in the museum. Rhino skin or rhino grain leather, 1939 option only, the little jewel on the back, and really some of the rarest components in Harley-Davidson's history, the Rhino seat and saddlebag. So here at the museum, the 45s really have always kind of been one of my dad's favorite motorcycles, and it got its love affair started really early with the chopper trike there. Actually, the machine, he bought that bike, he was 15 years old, if you can believe it or not. Come back over, I'll show you a little bit more about the bike. He bought the bike when he was 15 years old. It's actually on his way to and from school every day. He'd pass by an old service station, and out back of the service station they had a beat up old Harley Survey car that was run into a tree. Now the Harley Survey car, typical with the big box on the back, used oftentimes for meter maids at the police station, and you know, auto delivery or auto shops. They'd actually have tow bars on the front of these, and they'd ride them out to the house, make a house call. If the car needed to go back to the station, they'd actually clip the Survey car to the rear bumper, haul that thing back, so you can do it all with one guy. And then when it's time to drop the car back off at home, you clip the Survey car back to the bumper, ride it out to the fella's house, and drop his car off, and you got a Survey car to ride home. So the 1957 chopper trike here, he bought from out from behind the service station, walked by that thing on the way to school every day, finally got the nerve to talk to the folks about the machine and see if it was for sale. They ended up selling the bike to him for 20 bucks. got it delivered for an extra $5. And the way I put it is he kind of locked himself in the garage for about a month or two and rolled out a running Harley-Davidson motorcycle. It's literally the machine that started his love affair with Harley-Davidson, and really he never looked back. So checking out some of the specifics of the machine: 1957 Harley Cervicar chassis. Cervicar, the 3-wheel machine. This one's set up with the hydraulic rear brakes. Now he's put some big old drag race tires on here, some Douglas MT50s. The 45 cubic inch machine, high performance engine. So typically your 45s, medium compression, you're right around 5.5 to 1 or so. They're electric ignition, so you've got battery, generator, coil. What Dale's done on this bike, he's actually set it up with the magneto ignition, still got a generator, relay, battery to power the headlights. So the top end of this bike, incredibly special stuff. These cylinders are as rare as they come. They're actually 1937, 38, 39 WLDR cylinders. So they're big port, much larger than your standard Harley-Davidson 45. And what that allows you to do is bolt the 4-bolt manifold on, run a much bigger carburetor. This actually has a carburetor from the late 1940s. It's an aluminum linker. Most of the linkers were brass. This is an aluminum MR3 racing carburetor, ultra rare today. There's just a few of them here inside the museum, and it really feeds the fuel to this thing. Believe it or not, this thing, well, I always called it his wheelie machine. There's no telling when he's going to jump on this bike, fire it up 1 or 2 kicks, and do wheelies actually inside the building here at Wheels Through Time. So about a 6'8" over front end, super cool pullback handlebars, and then little bits and rare components everywhere. Police speedometer, 1937 only steering dampener. And I've found photos of this bike over the years in various configurations, different paint jobs. He's actually told me that he built the box on the back in shop class in high school. So if you can imagine a 15, 16, 17-year-old kid riding this thing into school, he's been about the coolest kid on the block. So let's get this thing fired up one more time for you. And remember, guys, drive for history. We're firing up all sorts of rare machines this week, highlighting Harley-Davidson 45s. We're going to be cranking up 1933 Harley-Davidson RL for you, the Maxton Miler. It's a 1930 Harley-Davidson DLD, and numerous others. So make sure you guys are tuning in. And again, if you're liking what you see, make sure you support the museum that runs. You guys help fuel this place and keep us going. Check out our lifetime membership, our raffle, or contribute to the Drive for History. Guys, appreciate what you do. And listen one more time to this thing go.